welcome back. Another week of college and pro football action. I'm your host, Marco D'Angelo from WagerTalk.com, and I'm joined in studio. Well, you know what? I'm not sure here. You know, guys, we got Vegas Runner, who's normally here with me, and you know, Vegas, this is a town with a lot of entertainment. We've got, you know, Elvis is big. We've got all the Elvis impersonators, and we've got from skinny Elvis to fat Elvis. This week, we've got Fat VR. Hey, how's it going?
I'm his fat cousin, Vegas Walker.
Oh, you don't run. How about Waddle?
I'm out of here.
All right, guys. Hey, you might recognize him. This is Brian Leonard, also from WagerTalk.com. You lost?
What?
You lost? I mean, you're just, you know, coming in the wrong spot, aren't you? No, just kidding. I want to thank Brian. I caught him by surprise there with that one. A little inside joke. You know what I'm talking about. Brian's filling in for Vegas Runner for us this week. VR had a slight emergency at his house last minute, so we pulled up the utility infielder, we'll call it, and you're the guy, the jack of all trades, and thanks for sitting in on short notice and picking up the games that VR was going to do for us this week. So I'll let you know what VR was thinking, but you're also going to get what Brian was thinking about. And the first game we're going to do, Brian, California, Arizona. This is actually my free play, and I'm looking at Arizona in this one, Brian. And I know that, you know, Pac-12 conference play starts this week. Arizona, you've got a couple undefeated teams here, but Arizona's let their backers down the last couple weeks.
Yeah, they definitely have, and they look really good against UNLV the last couple of years, but other than that, it's a different story. They went on the road, Texas San Antonio, had a real tough time in that game, and you know, last week they didn't do as well as you would hope many times, but you know, they've got a good team, but I kind of like this Cal team.
Now, we're going to buck heads. Who invited you?
I'm just here to give an opposing view.
There you go. Well, you know what? The early line movement in this game has been to the Cal side, and understandably. California, you know, they went in that opening week of the season, went to Northwestern, beat Northwestern outright as an 8-point underdog, and actually in that game they were a bigger favorite earlier in the week, and people just kept pounding Cal in that game, and they got the money. Then they beat Savannah State, I believe, was the next game, or excuse me, Sacramento State. Same type of team, just cupcake the, you know, slaughter, 55-14. So I'm looking at those two games, and everybody's going to look at the Northwestern game. But we've seen in the last couple weeks, Northwestern's not as good as a lot of people thought they might be this year. They're down. And the Big Ten in general has not had a great start so far. So I really don't put a lot of credence in that California win over Northwestern.
Well, it was a tough spot for, you know, to go cross country there. I'm not giving up on Northwestern yet. I think Northwestern has a lot of talent in that conference, and you're right about the Big Ten. Right now, there's nobody out there that's dominant. Michigan State's probably the best team. Wisconsin, Ohio State looked really good against a really bad Kent State team last week. But you had mentioned how the line movement in here. I was part of that. I took California plus 14 over at the Win. I just grabbed the last 10.5 in town over at Treasure Island. We may have to have a dinner bet on this game.
You invite the guy in, and he's already trying to wiggle his way for a dinner bet first video.
That's the only reason I showed up. I knew it was free money for me.
Oh, all right. Well, I will take you up on what line are we going at? I'm working on the 10.
You're working on the 10?
Yeah.
Do you have a ticket in front of you that says 10? I got a ticket that says 10.5.
You got a ticket.
I just bet it half an hour ago.
Well, because the line's heading south, I'm waiting until it gets all the way south.
Killing me.
But I'll settle right now for 10.
All right, we'll do 10.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. This is my free play. I'm going to go ahead and take California. Or excuse me, you got me thinking California.
See, you got the right side.
No, I don't. Arizona. I'm going to take Arizona and lay the 10 points to California, and this is why, guys. I like this Arizona team. I know they struggled the last 2 weeks, but the San Antonio team, that's a veteran ball club. They're well coached. That one I could live with, going on the road and playing that game. I was disappointed in Arizona last week, and I'll be honest with you, I did have Arizona last week. It was one of my few losers last week. But this team continues to put up great numbers offensively. I like teams in college football that I classify as 200 club members. Those are teams that run and pass the football for 200 yards. I think those present so many problems for defensive coordinators. When you're game planning against a team like that, which are you going to take away? They're equally balanced. They're strong in both. If you take away the run, you're leaving the pass susceptible. Vice versa. I like it. And I don't like this California defense. I know they haven't played anybody yet. Northwestern struggled, but that game, both teams did put up a lot of yardage. I think Arizona's going to get their yardage. It is the conference opener, second week back at home, and Arizona had played the first 2 games of the season were both midweek games, Thursday and Friday night games that they played. A little different animal with the teams whenever they're preparing for those TV standalone games. I think Arizona gets it done. Opening conference game. I got them rolling. I got them winning this one 41-27. So that's good for you, at least with the 14 ticket. You'll get a push.
Talking about the 200 club, I think we go round circle to where we started this entire video.
Oh, wow. Nice segue to
Yeah,
close
there
that
you
one.
go,
Thanks,
see?
guys. And I can't even throw stones because, you know, if you live in a glass house, you can't throw stones. All right. He is Brian Leonard. Thanks for coming in of WagerTalk.com. I am Marco D'Angelo from WagerTalk.com. We're going to be back with more videos. See if he busts my stones anymore. We'll be right back.